Hey everyone, it's Dominic from the Comic Book Report, and you're watching episode 6 of Comic Stops. Check it out.
I am a trucker, but more importantly, I am a comic fan. What's up, my nerdy pass? We got to do it at the same time.
Sorry.
What's up? Okay. I'll count us down. All right, ready? Look at the camera. 3, 2, 1. What's up, my nerdy passengers? Truckin' Nerd here. As you can see, I'm not in the truck. I'm actually at my childhood best friend's house in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. That's all the way across my home state. One thing I love about having this job is I'm able to meet friends or family that moved away from home, or meet people that I know online. It's pretty awesome. This is the second time I've seen him in the year that I've been driving as a truck driver, and it's always a treat. So I decided to include him in this week's video. We're about to hit up a comic shop. It's on the waterfront in Pittsburgh. It is called New Dimensions Comics. So let's take a ride and see what they got. Alright guys, so here we are at New Dimension Comics in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. True story, it used to be a Best Buy. You ready, Matt?
Yeah, let's do this.
This guy is a phenomenal actor.
I think that you're confusing me for someone else. Sir, if you have a complaint, I suggest you submit it through our email system. I would be happy to refer you to our website.
What did everybody think of the newer Tron movie? I actually liked it. Robocop is the GOAT.
Thank you for your cooperation. Good night.
Warhammer. What do you think, Matt?
I used to play a lot as a teenager, and the price definitely has not went down.
If I knew that Pokemon cards would have gone for this much, I would have kept them.
The Pokemon trading card game. All the creatures, all the battles.
My name is Tim. I'm one of the assistant managers at New Dimension Comics at the Waterfront. I'm known as Time Cop. I also do a Facebook Live auction sale on Thursdays, and we do a YouTube podcast as well, where we interview comic celebrities and do comic reviews.
What's the name of the podcast?
New Dimension Comics Presents.
How long has the shop been around?
This shop has been around since 1986. Started out in Elwood, PA. The owner, Todd McDivitt, actually got his start while he was in high school.
What made him decide to open up shop?
I'm not sure what made him decide to open up shop. I do know the interesting story behind how he came up with the name. Him and his buddies, I guess, would hang out, and they were trying to figure out a name. And he's like, oh man, wouldn't it be cool if we could go to like this different dimension? And somebody said, what about a new dimension? I mean, how he got into comics in the first place, probably like the rest of us, they're just awesome.
What initially got you into comics?
So my mother got me into comic books. My brothers were into sports, and I was really small when I was younger, and they all kind of sprouted up and were a lot taller than me. So she bought me comic books for Christmas one year. They had in JCPenney's catalog like a little white box that had just a mystery box of different books. And I got into Superman and Spider-Man, and from there it was all over. Bank account zero.
Who is your favorite comic character?
Favorite comic character is Colossus. I just always kind of liked him. His Russian accent, reading him when I was younger and trying to like kind of read it that way with the accent, and then I became a big fan of Kitty Pryde, Shadowcat, and they've often been a thing together in the comic books, and he's also very artistic and kind of like peaceful in nature, and I grew up also doing art, so I think that kind of helped me like him a little bit more than some of the other guys.
Who is your favorite comic writer?
I would say probably Rick Remender or Jonathan Hickman. Rick Remender did a series called Deadly Class, which is like Harry Potter but for assassins, and it's freaking amazing. And he's done a lot of other cool stuff. And then Hickman is the guy that just basically relaunched the entire X-Men comic universe and changed the game.
Who is your favorite comic artist?
Artist would be Joe Madureira. He got his start when he was 17 working for Marvel. He did stuff like the designs for X-Men characters on Pizza Hut promos, and then did all the character designs for the Age of Apocalypse, and then went on to do a bunch of other Marvel books, including Uncanny X-Men, and then moved on and did his own series called Battle Chasers. And then you probably know him from the Darksiders video games. That's his video game company that made those.
Are you reading anything right now?
Right now, Black Cat. It's amazing. It's written by Kelly Thompson. She's one of the best out there right now. She's writing really fun books, great dialogue, lots of action. She usually has fantastic artists on her books as well.
Last but not least, every week I do a giveaway where I ask an employee or the owner what is their favorite book in the store right now, so that I can go ahead and do a giveaway in my video.
Okay. So one of my favorite books is going to be...
We have any Peanuts fans here? My dad would always play the holiday specials of Peanuts when I was a kid.
This year, I'm really gonna kick that football.
All those Universal horror classics are amazing. Everybody should watch them. How is that?
It's good. Tastes like vinegar.
Yeah.
All right.
Wow, guys, that place was awesome. My Uber driver told me that place used to be a Best Buy. So I knew that going in, but it wasn't until I was actually there that I was like, wow, this place definitely used to be a Best Buy. It's actually known as the largest comic shop on the eastern side of this country. If the audio was off a little bit, it's just because they had a Magic tournament going on, Magic trading cards. I think they do that every Friday. Anyways, all of the merchandise there, like there was just so many different things. I mean, I feel like when you go to comic shops, you see a little bit of everything, but they had like a lot of everything. Action figures, trading cards, Pokemon cards, comics, Dungeons and Dragons, basically everything. So the store actually used to have a podcast, but now the podcast is a YouTube channel. I'll be sure to leave a link for that down below. The guy that we interviewed, he also does a live show, I think he said 3 times a month. If you're not familiar with what a live show is, essentially picture multiple books that are on stands, and each stand is lettered A through E, and they put a book down with the price on a post-it note or something, and then you can go ahead and claim it in the live chat. So I'll also leave a link for their Facebook live show. The guy we interviewed was pretty cool. Apparently he used to be a stand-up comedian. I believe he is the one that hosts the live show and the podcast YouTube video. Just overall seemed like a really down-to-earth, chill guy. It was a pleasure meeting him. Matt, what did you think of the place?
It was pretty cool. I was a little skeptical about them telling us it was a Best Buy beforehand, just how big it was. Their capability of filling that entire store up with merchandise was pretty impressive. So I had a good time seeing all sorts of it was a blast from the past on a lot of the stuff they had. It was cool.
Okay, so you're not really much of a comic book reader yourself. I feel like everybody kind of grows up, they have a favorite superhero and stuff like that. Do you have one?
Yeah. Growing up, it was always Batman.
And why?
He didn't really have superpowers. It was more believable. Like, I mean, yeah, he had like millions of dollars to buy like stuff like that or whatever, but it was, I don't know. I feel like his comics were darker, and I was attracted to that. I was definitely more attracted to the kind of like the darker side of things.
So being that you're not a comic book reader, can you understand the fascination behind it? I mean, why people love all that stuff so much?
Absolutely, man. It's like anything else. Growing up, I've always been a huge fan of Lord of the Rings. It's another universe. It's something that takes you out of yourself, and you immerse yourself, mentally into something else. It's cool.
So due to time constraints, I actually wasn't able to stick around and show you guys what I got for myself and to also reveal the giveaways. That's right, giveaways, plural. Stay tuned. Anyways, before I continue, I just want to give a huge shout out to one of my best friends, Matthew. Thank you for participating in the video. It really means a lot, and I'm really proud of you with everything you're doing, and I love you. For anybody who may be local to the Pittsburgh area, my friend Matt and another good friend Derek both started a painting business, and they're doing great. They're booked out like way far ahead, so I'll leave a link in the description for their Facebook page, just in case, you never know. Anyways, I guess it's time to move on with what I got for myself. So if you didn't catch it in the video, there was actually a sale bin full of trade paperbacks, graphic novels, hardcovers. And the sale was, if it was originally $19.99 or under, it was $5. If it was originally $20 or over, it was $10. These are originally $12.99. I also got a 10% discount, so I only paid $4.50 for each of these. I got Ex Machina Volume 1, The First 100 Days by Brian K. Vaughan, and Ex Machina Volume 2, Tag. So I actually already read the first volume. I'm not going to do a full review or anything, but I'll give you the gist as far as what it's about. The first superhero ever in this universe decides that he wants to retire, to hang up his cape and run for mayor of New York City. He decided that what he was doing as a vigilante, he was actually causing more damage than helping. So he even at one point said in the book, "I've done more good in 1 hour as mayor than I have in years as a hero." So it's a pretty political book. I've stated before that I'm not too into political stuff, but the writing is good. I mean, the writing is keeping me engaged. There's some political jargon here and there, and sometimes I have to look up what a word means, but overall, I mean, the guy knows how to keep you at the edge of your seat, and I can really appreciate that. So I would definitely go check out Ex Machina if that sounds like something you'd be interested in. It's definitely worth a look at least. Brian K. Vaughan wrote Saga, and I just finished that recently. I'm super excited for it to come back out in January. It was phenomenal. It was so good. It's some of the best writing I've ever read. 1,300-page book, and it never once lost its momentum. I would highly recommend reading Saga, honestly. Brian K. Vaughan just seems like one of those names where if his name is on it, you should probably grab it. And the other thing I got for myself, this book has been all over the comics community. I'm probably in like 6 to 8 comic book groups, and it's guaranteed that I will at least see 2 posts about this book every day. Now, unfortunately, I didn't get the slipcover edition because, 1, it's kind of hard to find right now, and 2, the guy that I interviewed bought the last one. So thank you, sir. I hope you enjoy it. I got the regular oversized hardcover edition of Once and Future. The slipcase looks great, but I'll take this. It's really hard to see, but there's a really cool print on the front of the hardcover. I don't know what this is about at all. I cracked it open. The art looks phenomenal. Honestly, the usage of color is insane. I'm super excited to check this out. I say that all the time, I know, but I love comics and I'm excited, and I'm going to keep saying that. So sorry if you don't like it. Unfortunately, there is no summary on the back, just another really cool print. I can't even tell you what it's about, so I look forward to reviewing it once I read it and share with you guys what I thought. So now we move on to the first giveaway. Take a look at the clip.
Young Avengers. It started out probably about 15, 20 years ago. Alan Heinberg, who was a writer for TV, started writing these characters. One of the things I really like about this is in the shows right now, you've got Kate Bishop, you've got Wiccan and Speed, who were introduced in the WandaVision show, and they're kind of low-key introducing all of these characters so that they can launch a Young Avengers either series or movie. And I don't think a lot of people, like casual fans, are noticing that. So this is one of my all-time favorite series, and it's a lot of fun, and I highly recommend that people check this out.
That's right, guys. You're going to get the Young Avengers Omnibus. This thing is so thin. Sometimes I feel like they throw the word omnibus on there just to sell more books. It has issues number 1 through 15 of the Young Avengers 2013 run, and it also has material from Marvel Now .1 number 1. So he already said it in the video, but it seems like that these characters are going to be slowly introduced into the MCU. So this is a great book to pick up if you don't know about these characters already. Funnily enough, it's written by Kieran Gillen, who also wrote Once and Future. So I guess it's a Kieran Gillen episode. That wasn't the only part of this giveaway. There's still another one too, but that was half of this first giveaway. The second half of this giveaway is something I find super interesting. I got a piece of wood here. Excited? No. There's an art print on here. Morbius is coming up soon, played by Jared Leto, and the new Spider-Man movie is coming up soon. So I was like, man, I saw this. This is the perfect giveaway. What this is something that was done by a local artist. He burns the wood, as you can see. He drills a hole in the back so that you can hang it on your wall. And he lays a print over the wood. He then lathers this special glue over the print that makes the paper disintegrate, and you're left with a cool print like this on the wood. The reason why this is so special as a giveaway is because the artist is like a really super shy guy. He doesn't have any type of business website, no Facebook, no Instagram. There's literally no way you could find him online. The only way you can really get in contact with him is his phone number. And for privacy reasons, I'm not going to put that in the description. So if you are not local to the Pittsburgh area and you win the giveaway, you're going to get something that you would never be able to get otherwise. So if you are subscribed to the channel, like and comment on this video, you can potentially walk away with these 2 items.
Do it, do it, do it, do it.
On to the second giveaway. I'm sure some of you noticed something weird happened in the beginning of this video. Someone who was not me was introing this episode. His name is Dominic, and he has a YouTube channel called The Comic Book Report. What he does is super unique. He does review comics like a lot of other channels, but he does it different. And how he does it different is just the way it's structured. Dominic, if you're listening, I gotta say, you have the perfect voice for what you do. The way you speak some of the dialogue in the beginning of the video, it's awesome, man. You're a great person. You've supported my channel greatly. And I honestly believe that you deserve all of the success that is undoubtedly coming your way. Anyways, the Comic Book Report recently did a review on a Nightwing book. I will leave a link in the description below. To win this giveaway, you have to go to the video I just mentioned, and you have to answer this question in his comments. From any universe, whether it be DC, Marvel, Image, anything you can think of. What character would you like to see teamed up with Nightwing? Or what character would you like to see fight Nightwing? My answer to that question is, and I hope I'm not stealing this from anyone, if I do steal this answer from you, just comment on why you agree. Comment on why you disagree, too, in my comment section. But my answer to that question is, I would like to see either a team up or a fight between Nightwing and Daredevil. I think they're both equally talented. They're both very acrobatic. They both use really cool non-lethal weapons. And honestly, I don't think I can tell you who would win in that fight. And if they were teamed up, I definitely wouldn't want to be the person they were fighting. If you answer that question and you give us our favorite answer, you will walk away with Nightwing Night Terrors and a hardcover edition of Nightwing Joker War. These both aren't numbered on the binding, so I think it's safe to assume that these are standalone stories, which is great because there's no, required reading beforehand, you should be able to just jump right into these. All right, guys, well, that about wraps it up. I am somewhere in Virginia right now. I'm headed to Virginia Beach early tomorrow morning, so I definitely have to hit the hay. I hope you enjoyed the content this week. And with that being said, thank you for riding along. Take care, and I will catch you on the next one. Over and out.